Good morning and welcome to the Real Outdoors, where we talk about the real outdoors. If that's something you're into, be sure to click that red subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified of all our new content. Today, we're hiking the Florida Trail. We're going to do a section hike on the Florida Trail. We are going from Hopkins Prairie basically as far as we can go. I'm with my son's scout troop. And, we have varying experience levels, so we're not real sure how far they can go. Our goal is to make it to Salt Springs, which is about a 9.5 mile hike, but we're just going to see how everybody does and determine where we need to stop for the night. But we will be going through Hopkins Prairie, which is a beautiful part of the Florida Trail. So come along with us. Let's go for a hike. And that's Hopkins Prairie. Got a little bat house right there. Little sign that tells you all about it. Those things are great to have out here because the bats eat all the mosquitoes. Really hard to see from this distance, but that little black dot on top of the tree, right there, that's a bald eagle sitting right on top of there. And he's got to be big because I am super far away and I can still see his big old white head. Here, let me zoom out. You can see there's no zoom. That's how far out we are. You can tell it's a bald eagle from here. Must be a big old dude. There's that bald eagle. That's about as close as we're going to get to him, I think. He is just sitting there looking for breakfast. You got like a little green tunnel that takes you between two different prairies. It's really cool. Just opens wide up when you come out. Look at that. That's the special thing about this section is has these big open prairies in the middle of a national forest. It's really cool. Another nice little section in between prairies. We are getting ready to leave the prairie behind, and we just noticed, look at these trees. They are all leaning like that. That is pretty cool. It's just I assume it's just done from the wind. But we are now heading back into the forest and away from the prairie. I don't know if you can tell, but we have an actual hill we're going up in Florida. We're not real familiar with these things down here. I'm starting to get winded. See all the deer moss out there? That's what we call this stuff right there. It's a very cool section of the trail. I like this. So we've been seeing these birds all day. I thought they were blue jays, but they're scrub jays. Only bird species confined entirely to the state of Florida. That's pretty cool. Very interesting. And they've got some talk about controlled burns and timber harvesting. Obviously, some people are not very happy about that. I've seen one of these at work. They are really cool the way they work. Got the hammock set up here. You can probably hear the scouts behind me, but there's the hammock. Backpack hanging from the tree for right now until we move that later. A couple tent sites. And then of course the scouts are behind me in the main camping area. Good morning. Well, had my coffee and my biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy. It's one of my favorite mountain house meals. It's a little chilly this morning. It's about 43 degrees, and we are getting ourselves packed up and ready to head back. So we did an out and back, did about 6.8 miles yesterday, and now we are hiking 6.8 miles back out to our cars. It's a good night. It was nice and warm. Got to try out the new Warbonnet underquilt, and it was awesome. Unfortunately, that might mean I have to get one of my own. Yeah, just packing up and heading down the trail. Who knows what we'll find today. Let's get to it. Out into the prairie, making our way around this big one right here. It basically makes a big circle around it. So this is what you call Georgia fatwood or fat lighter. It's basically pooled pine resin. This wood is like super hard. It's basically solid resin with a little bit of wood, and it makes a great fire starter. If you ever need a fire starter, it'll even light when it's wet outside. And you'll find it like this in dead pine stumps, and you'll find it in the knotted end of branches too. Well, that was the extent of our Florida Trail section hike. I hope you enjoyed coming along for the hike. Got to see one of the prettier parts of the Florida Trail. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click that like button, and I look forward to seeing you in the real outdoors.